Hi, I'm Mark Cleghorn. Welcome to the Academy, and today we're talking about members' questions. One specifically was about the way that we use the polystyrene flats as a part of our sets, as well as for reflective and basically absorbing light and things really. The polystyrene boards basically are just bought from a local big DIY centre as such really. And long are the days when we could actually buy a pure white one, so we didn't have to paint the one side, yeah? But nowadays we have to paint the one side white and the one side black, and I'll show you why in a minute. This is a 50mm board, around about a tenner, from a kind of a big B&Q store, wherever it be and things really. Then they do a 70mm and a 70 centimetre one, or 7 centimetre one I should say, and a 10 centimetre one. The other ones that we've got now are 7 centimetres, they're about 20 quid, and the 10 centimetre one's much bigger, they're about 30 quid in fact really. The first things first, if you're going to buy one and you're going to get it delivered, you may as well buy two, because often the delivery is going to cost you more. And obviously these are more things that you're going to be using in a permanent studio rather than a temporary one for obvious reasons. So as far as the board is concerned, yes, you do need to paint it from time to time. I would say the black needs to have paint more than anything else. Brandon, I'm not sure if you can see that, but basically they come black and white, yeah? And we used it as an excuse to actually get some new boards doing this film and things really. So as I said, this is the thicker one at the 7 centimetre in size and things really. And as soon as you can, paint all edges as well before they start to actually break and so on with it. This actually broke in the van getting it here. But yeah, we just use these kind of bicycle kind of holders that pretty much the board comes out of. So they kind of just sit together. These particular ones are adjustable, we now found out, and basically gives us a good sturdy wall that is not really designed to be leant on, but you can see how far I can push that before it eventually will fall over, okay? So you can't get a model leaning onto it or a young child, but it looks pretty good as far as the shot is concerned, all right? And that's really what we're trying to achieve. As far as when we add them together into a corner, you might have seen this on a few of the films that we've done anyway. Basically, we're trying to, the gap here, we're trying to actually fix together, all right? So it kind of looks like it is as one. We do that with two ways. Oop, hello. We do it in two ways, in fact. One, in this case, we're going to use a bit of gaffer. Another one would be just a little bit of kind of U-clips that one sticks into one and the other one sticks into another. But you can see there pretty much straight away that I could shoot without any trouble as long as I don't lean onto it. What I don't want to see is the gap as I kind of lean onto that one more. They're still not going to fall over and things, but just a quick piece of gaffer just onto the back. I'm not sure if you've got a camera to show it, Brandon, sorry. But if I just kind of put it up there, it's just really about kind of connected together at the top. So it's just kind of there. Another piece of gaffer down there would actually make it a lot better and things really. And that's pretty much as simple as that. What I would recommend though, when you paint them, as I mentioned, obviously paint one side black, another side white, or a very light grey, whichever you prefer. If you've got to do a specific shoot with a specific colour and you like the idea of painting these on and off, then that's a great cheap way to be able to do it. If you want more of a permanent wall though, I'd make that out of a plyboard on basically a subframe. Takes probably about 2-3 hours to kind of put together if you're screwing it, or a little bit quicker if you're using a nail gun. But where possible, kind of do all the plan out first if you're looking for a sub wall, which basically is the frame with ply on the top. You'd usually use an L bracket, but I would say if you've got the studio space like we have in here, basically build an L, as far as the two are concerned, and you can always add another two together to create a bigger wall or whatever. We decided in this studio, in fact, to actually go for movable walls with cupboards rather than actually the basic kind of L flats that we create. Anyway, back to these. This is the 50mm board, around about a tenner. The thicker one is the 70mm board. The bicycle stands around about £8 each. Bit of paint that you have around the place and things really, and a great guy called Sean, who's our DIY man. I go, Sean, can you paint that black please? And he can paint that white, and he just gets on and do it and things really. So again, if you're looking to use it, remember they're just an effect of a wall rather than basically a one to lean against. Before we finish, I should say as well, if I just peel off that gaffer, the one thing to remember, if we want to use these as more subtractors of light and you're doing some editorial effects, it doesn't matter how far away from the background you are, but this is a great way to actually deaden the light. You see this a lot in commercial fashion where they either put blacks or white struts or polyboards next to the model to actually kind of stop any of the spillage that might be going around the place. Just obviously don't make a lot of work for yourself as far as the kind of the cutting down everything's concerned. But that's us. Hope you've enjoyed this quick film. Debbie's just arrived for the coffee, so it's a cue for us to finish. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye-bye.